Basin viewers, you're officially tuned to Smart Move with Great Success Home and Property Limited. And today we're talking about off-plan development. I still remain your host, Rosemary. So please, can you simply explain the concept of off-plan projects?
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, for those that don't know what is off-plan projects, in a simplest term, off-plan project is a project where someone can actually want to buy a house and they buy just the vision or the goal of the developer. So that is what off-plan project actually means. Or you call it a house that is not there, but it is in the mind of the developer, already designed. So when a prospective investor can actually come in and key into it for it to be developed to the pattern that already been designed by the developer. So that is in the simplest project.
All right, sir. Okay, what are the advantages of off-plan projects? What are the advantages we can get when investing in an off-plan?
Okay, there are many advantages when in this off-plan projects. Number one is that any prospective investor that wants to invest can actually get that house in a lowest entry point. You know, a house that is already finished costs far more to compare this off-plan project. So when all things being equal, the person is buying at the lowest price in the market. You get it? So that is number one. The number two advantage again is that the person will end up choosing at the appropriate section where he may want to build, where he wants to live on that very environment. So he has the liberty. Yes, he has the liberty to choose on that particular spot where he may need to live. Then number three advantage one can actually get when he wants to do is the person will receive or get one of the highest return on investments. Yes, because the person has already maybe trust the developer. So, and he investing. That is his primary investment point. So, he actually gets the best return on investment you can actually get in that particular project. So these are the three. There are other benefits, but these are the three key ones one can actually get when investing in off-plan project.
Okay, so is there any risks in an off-plan project?
Yes, there are a lot of risks. Anyone that wants to invest in any form of off-plan project, I will first of all ask the person to check the track record of the developer. Yes.
Like the land?
The land, yes, he will do his own personal diligence, but for the off-plan projects, you have to have the confidence on that developer to make sure that he can actually deliver what he has already promised. You know, I told you it is on paper, it has not been already built. So, but he has to check the track record of the developer where he has already had similar projects that's to show that this man has the capacity to deliver exact or even exceed the promise that's already made to the prospective investor.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two is that I will again tell the person to engage a lawyer who has had familiar with off-plan projects. Not every lawyer that can do it, and or either lawyer or a smart real estate broker who can actually take him through to make sure that the nitty-gritty can actually, all the dots are being dotted. So these are one of the challenges one can actually mitigate when investing in off-plan projects. Developer track record, and then getting a sound lawyer to make sure that every details are being documented. You get it? Because it must be written and it must be according to how it's been promised. If it is not, that means there's a challenge. The third risk or the third I will advise the person to go after is the content that is in offer letter. In this our channel, I have already discussed things about offer letter. All right. So there are offer letter that normally covers the procedure. That is what the investor can actually get, and the promise the developer will also make. So it is being stated on that offer letter. So I will advise the person to make sure he understands the nitty-gritty that are contained on that very offer letter to make sure that the deliverables is commensurate with what that has already promised in execution of plan project.
Okay, sir. So how can the risks be mitigated?
Okay. It can be mitigated when one has already, number one, understood the content of that very offer letter, understood it, and make sure that it's being carried out. Number two is that the person must actually do his own personal due diligence. It is one of the paramounts. First of all, before you commit your money, make sure they have done your due diligence about the land, making sure that the land is free. Then making sure that you get a lawyer who can actually make sure that he signed every signables. So these are the few ways on how it can be mitigated. Then another one is actually the person can actually follow through the progress of the project to make sure that all the agreed terms are being honored, like maybe materials, the construction type, whatever, to make sure that it's carried according to how it has been already planned. So these are some areas whereby one can actually mitigate the process of
The risks
the risk.
of plan. All right, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this wonderful impact. And then I want to ask a question. How can off plan be beneficial to an investor?
That is very important. It's very, very beneficial when it is properly done well. Like I've already said, if it is done well, at least the person will earn one of the highest return on investment you can ever see on that very corridor. And you entering it at the right time. Because if you didn't enter at the right time, you end up not benefiting from the prerequisite dividends it can also yield. Then it's also beneficial that it will give, if it's properly done well, it will make you that the house you could have bought maybe 10 million or 20 million per se, you can get it at a fraction of even 10 million, 15 million.
So please, let me ask. I know this question will be in the mind of our viewers.
Okay.
So, if we are getting a land, which is an off-plan project, the house has not been fully developed,
Okay.
we are paying for the building, or we are just paying for the land.
You are paying for the boats.
Okay.
Yes. You are not paying land separately, or you are not paying for you are paying for the boats because the building happens to be on the land. So you're not paying them differently. You get it?
That means when we pay a specific amount of money, then that amount of money can get us the house. Like we don't have to.
Exactly.
Wow.
Like there are a lot of places where we have had such house opportunities. Maybe a client came and he paid in, and today the structures are already standing. Only just for them to come over and they have their keys of the properties in different locations here in FCT, Abuja. So
Yes,
not that it's going to be done, it's have already been done. But if you have not done it, make sure you do it in the right way.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. Some people hear off plan and they think tomorrow we'll come and collect the keys from you guys. No. Off plan projects can be profitable when it's being done by the right developers. Great Success Home and Property Limited are here to guide you each step away. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms of the company. Thank you very much. See you in our next episode. Exclusive is a premium golf resort estate featuring football pitch, tennis court, hotels, school, clubhouse, etc.